city was a country, it would be the 9th biggest emitter on Earth. 15% of fossil fuels are funded via this place. And 55% of all fossil fuel energy projects are insured by Lloyd's and its associated insurance bodies.
In the European Union, though, they're working on a green-brown taxonomy, where people are saying eventually they're going to have to apply a Tobin tax to high-polluting businesses. And that's the kind of thing we need, because ultimately the question is to move to a political economy where the polluter pays principle is embedded in business. But on a market basis, when you look at transition, the jargon people are using is we need policy that enables a stable transition, a just transition, and not a chaotic transition. So we need businesses who repurpose finance, who allow investment to carry on, but not in polluting industries. So one of the aspects of the COP26 climate action plan that I told you about was that it's trying to align businesses to Article 2.1c of the Paris Agreement, which says that conference parties, countries, have to align their capital flows with their carbon budget requirements. So businesses need to become clear that the signal is there and the policy will follow. If you want to be a profitable going concern in future, you need to be a responsible global citizen. You need to be investing in renewables. You need to be looking at businesses that have positive externalities, because if you do stay and attempt to continue business as usual, you run a much higher risk of stranded assets and a disorderly transition.
We talk to people like Carbon Tracker, Mark Campanale. He's got a manifesto he's just put on his blog talking about how to do this thing. He's talking about an IPO moratorium, that we need to have disclosure of embedded methane leakage, and following the International Energy Agency's suggestion that we have to have no new investments. So we need to have wind down plans. We've got to be talking to the unions. We've got to figure out a just transition. We've got to clean up the mess. My personal opinion is that we have to have a sort of mission-based economic system that brings together the best in finance, the best in the investment community, the best economic thinkers like, Kate Rayworth, who will be speaking here later today on donut economics, like Professor Mariana Mazzucato talks about mission-based economic systems. We really have to use our imagination as human beings right now.
We've got to unlock flows of capital into green energy and green technologies, obviously as fast as possible. And I'm getting to the stage where that, for me, means bringing out the big stick on investing in fossil fuels. And that's not only new reserves and new fossil fuel exploration, but at some point we're going to actually have to stop burning fossil fuels, full stop.